Hello, good morning, and welcome back to another edition of the good, the bad, the ugly, the juice review show brought to you by the Department in Held Vapors. Now, this is going to be a two-part review, and in the first part, I'm going to be having a quick look at this. That is the Vgod Pro200 Kit that was very kindly sent to me from Vaping from China. I'll have a quick look at that. Then I'm going to move on to the juice part of the review, and today's juice samplings I'll be looking at is from Kongs Vape Village. I'm going to split these into two because they've sent me the whole range of 4, so I'm going to do 2 in this part and 2 at a later date. The 2 I'll be looking at is the Rogue Jungle Passion and the Harambe Risers. Have got to say for the record, any views or opinions you hear during this review are mine and mine alone. I've not paid for the product. I've not been paid to do this review. It's been very kindly sent to me by the good guys from Kongs Vape Village, the Facebook group, who are also now on MeWe. And I'll go further into that after I've done this review. Weapon of choice today will be, as always, the Geek Vape Blade, and that's got the AIM-09 Evo Dripper from ASVape dual coil to 0.26. Alright, anyway, going to start off with this. I'm not going to say which group because competition rules are a bit awkward on there thanks to them changing their terms and conditions. But I received this from a group. It was sent to me by Vaping from China. And I just want to have a quick show of the box and the mod. Yeah, considering the price this goes for still, and this is on fast tech as well, I can't quite understand how they're justifying the price for it, to be quite honest. But I'll give you a quick run through and show you some things. Right, so box is lovely, like lovely embossed on there. It looks posh, doesn't it? It looks like you've actually going to be getting a bit of kit in the box. Back bit, we've got all the information about what's included in the box and some of the actual specs. Inside you'll find this. Basically, this is what you'll find inside. You'll find the mod plus the tank. I know, as a general, people who know me, I'm not much of a tank fan. There are some out there that I really like, but as a general rule, I'm more of a dripper guy. But inside this, so basically it tells you all the modes. So you've got your variable wattage, stainless steel temp control, nickel temp control, titanium temp control, you've got a pro mode, and you've got a mech mode. And also you've got your authenticity there, and barcode, and all the signs that should be on there. I think putting in the bit, I think that's actually, yeah, it's a wee good. No, probably. Even though it's not got an internal battery, I probably wouldn't advise that. Anyway, yeah, so in the box you'll get the mod. You'll get a sticker, just for the sake that we like stickers. You'll get the guitar pick, which is your QA pass. One thing I do like on that, it actually isn't printed on there. Someone has actually wrote on there that they've checked it. That makes a change. Although, as far as I know, someone at the factory has just wrote out a load of them and they just go bing, 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 bing in all of them. But it is nice to see a handwritten one instead of a printed, stamped one. You'll get your warnings and also you'll get your instruction leaflet. Now, this instruction leaflet, you look at that originally and think, oh, maybe that is rather huge, especially when you open it all out. But then when you realise how small the bit is for your actual country of origin, it's not that big at all. But it is quite AA roadmap in its design. Also, you'll get in the pack for the tank, you'll get a spare O-rings and a spare top bit for the tank. You'll get a spare glass. Luckily, the one they sent me is the 5mm kit. So you get a spare glass, this one will be the frosted. The one that comes on the tank when you get it is the clear. And you also get another coil. Now, I know when this originally, this mod's probably been out for about a year and a half now. I know when the reviewers were originally getting it, they weren't getting the spare coil, which pissed them off, but it's good to see they're putting a spare coil in here now. But, how does the mod itself perform? Right. First off with this tank. When you have got it on your mod, grip it at the base to unscrew it. If you grip the glass, it will unscrew it from the base and leave your lap looking like you've just pissed yourself. But it will smell nice. So just twist it from the bottom So then we've got the bottom there, as you can see. This bit is gold plated with an insulating ring underneath. Got a short thread there that looks like it's been coated. The threads have actually been... Oh, no. Threads are bare, that's the rest of them. But it's not that long a thread on it, so if you're one of the few that still have got a hybrid mod, obviously do not put this on your hybrid mod. That is a really small thread on there. It's easy enough to actually replace the coils. All you have to do is unscrew the bottom bit and then screw it. It's basically what every single other sub-ohm tank does. It's really easy to do it. To put your juice in at the top, you just unscrew the drip tip. Unfortunately, with this design, unless you get something specially made, you can't have your own type of drip tip on there, which is kind of a bit... So you take that off, and then you've got that. These two top bits kind of act as a bladder seal. You have to put the drip tip into that, but it does seal afterwards, and this is full of juice at the moment, and nothing's coming out. So that's a good design. I kind of like that. Anything that kind of stops any form of leaking is good. I've been using this for a week now. Tank side I'll get onto in a minute after I've just gone through the bits and bobs. Personally, already it's not a great tank. It really isn't. There's a couple of issues with it. Two issues I kind of count as sort of important, but there we go. Come to the mod itself. Now, it's a weird shape. It is a really weird shape, and your fire button is there. Now, I'm normally a thumb firer. I'm normally like that, or sometimes forefinger, but mainly thumb fire. So to have that there, I can't actually get the mod comfortable in my hand. It's a bit that way. It does work better. I say this is more of a right-hand mod than a left-hand mod. It just doesn't. I don't. Maybe because I'm not a lefty, but it just doesn't feel comfortable in the hand on that one. Right hand, it's okay. It's okay. This curve bit here kind of fits where the thumb goes, or where the fingers. Yeah, where the thumb goes. This curve bit here fits into this bit. The only problem is here. This corner is quite sharp, and to go into your hand, and there's quite a weight in this as well. So to go into the hand, you do end up with a dent in your hand after a while. So yeah, that I'd like to have seen that bit smoothed off. For the battery door itself, it has got some of the strongest magnets in the world. As you can see what I'm trying to get off. And there we have the internals. Now, I've got to say on here, you've got to be really careful how you put your batteries in. It is an incredibly tight fit. And if you don't line it up perfectly as you put them in, and then press the battery down in the middle, there is a possibility for tearing your wrap. And that's... I'm glad they're tight. I mean, I'm really glad they're tight. It's good to have tight batteries. But I don't like the fact it's that tight that you could potentially accidentally rip a battery wrap while putting them in there. As I say, you can hear from here, but that is pretty on, which is weird because it's got door rattle really quite bad. Well, I mean, I had to look on Fast Tech at the moment. This has gone for $120 as the kit. $120. That's a bit toss. It's a shame because I kind of like the form factor of it. These rubber bits do make a nice little grip. They do, so it's not going out your hand because you can feel there's a nice grip on that. It kind of fits the hand nicely apart from that corner bit. And the other thing I really like about this really is the screen. I'll just get that close up there. That is not going to focus to save its anus. But I like the screen. The screen is one of the few screens where you can actually see the screen in bright sunlight. It's been a running gripe of mine with mods, where you go out on a lovely sunny day and you go like that and you go, hang on, I've just got to shade this, I've got to have a look. Now I can actually see what the bloody hell I've got on the screen. Pisses me off, it does. The menu system on here, I mean, it's your traditional 5R. So that's on now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is now off and upside down. 5 clicks on. And we come on again. So that's easy enough. To get into the menu system, you've got to hold down the fire button and the plus at the same time. And then that gets you into the memory system. Not the memory system, the menu system. I'm talking about my anus already. And that's easy enough. Within there, you can control the temp. You can put what mode you want on. If you go into advanced, then you can put what mode you want to go into, whether you want to go into wattage, whether you want to go into mech mode, whether you want to go into temp control, and which one of the metal coil types you want to use. It's a reasonably simple and easy way to navigate through that one, unlike some like the last Vupu, which you needed a bloody map to actually get through to whatever menu system you needed to do. Excuse me, I'm just going to take this off. I'm sweating like a pig. But yeah, so the menu system I like. Form factor could be better. Now, I just want to get onto this. Yeah. I mean, other thing I will give the mod is it can handle up to around about a 25mm tank or dripper on there without any overhang. It does kind of look good with things on it. I mean, I do like the colour system, and as you can see, that's 25mm. And there's no overhang on that at all. But the tank now, new atomizer, yes, exit that, yes. The tank itself, right now, this one is this is the 0.2 coil in it, and that is recommended from 30 watts to 100 watts. I mean, this is it. This is it at 30 watts. It feels like you're breathing in fresh air. I mean, all right, I shall knock that air down because that's farted. I mean, I've got to mention at the bottom is the airflow control, and wide open, that is a big, big hole. Well, I'll cut that in half for this. 30 watts is pathetic. Why would you even put 30 watts on a coil? Especially on a 0.2. Which is reading at 0.21. It recommends 60 watts. So we'll have a go on that. Open the air up a little bit more. To be fair, cloud production, yeah, is absolutely fine. It's fucking ridiculous. It's not something you really should be using in public, but because it will piss people off. So that's that. Air fully open is pointless. Looks impressive. Problem I have with this, where's the flavour? There's no flavour. Oh, well, there's a brief fart of a flavour, to be fair. But there's no general flavour to it, and that's a bit... Really? Other problem I've got with this now, this says it goes up to 100, but I'll go up to 80 now. It can't keep up. It can't keep up at 80. 60 is the maximum wattage for this coil. Anything over that, you will dry hit and get a lovely burnt taste of cotton in your gob. The ratings are bollocks. The ratings are absolutely crap. And this is supposed to be 100. 100, I would dry hit this so hard. So your wattage, look, what they're basically saying is your basic range is 30 to 60. 30 is crap, and 60, although it produces decent clouds, there's no flavour. However much you readjust this airflow to get it to what you're going to think is better, you put the airflow down too much on the 60, your dry hit. It just can't keep up. The actual coils cannot keep up, which makes that whole tank null and void. There's no point to the tank because it's got a shite coil in it. It's a shame because I kind of did like the look of it. I mean, alright, drip tip, once you get used to it, isn't too bad, but I know there's going to be people out there that would want to change the drip tip. And the fact being is because it's a screw-on proprietary drip tip, you're going to have to go to someone to make a new drip tip, especially for it. You're not going to be able to go somewhere and buy them. It's, yeah, the tank lets it down. The tank lets it down. The mod itself isn't too bad. It's on the weighty side. I kind of like the form because it is a little bit different. That bit needs to be rounded up. That bit needs to be rounded off so it just doesn't dig into your hand while you're using it. Obviously, people with bigger hands aren't going to have that problem. But the tank lets it down, and I'm sorry, that I don't know if you can just see on it. No, you can't really see on it, but there is a bit of wiggle room in all four directions on that door. And considering how strong the magnets are, that shouldn't be happening. Because the magnets, you really do have to get your thumbnail under there to get it up. But what I'd like to see is you've got this bit here, which is a little bit of over, so that should stop it that way. But I'd like to have seen another ridge this side, so it just locked it into place. Then there'd be no room for wiggle, and maybe just make the door fit a bit better. That would be a good idea for a $120 mod kit. So yeah, mod side, I actually kind of like it. Tank side, tank is wank. Tank is wank, and you've got to be and you really have to grip the base of this to get it off. Otherwise, you will end up with basically nice smelling bollocks. Anyway, that's that. I'm going to move on to the juice side of things now. Yeah, these were kindly sent to me by John King from the Kongs Vape Village on Facebook. Obviously, they are not selling these on Facebook due to the updated regulations. But if you do speak to them via their MeWe group, you can, if you are interested, get in contact and ask about prices and all the other gibbons. Right, I'll get on to it. Labels and stuff, I can't like the labels. I'm a major sci-fi, fantasy, horror fan anyway, but I do like the labels. There's nothing that's going to really upset anybody on that. I like the fact, obviously, we've got this is an 18 plus product on the bottom, and also we have got the warning diamond on the other side. On these bits, we'll keep out the reach of children and pets, seek medical advice and fill in a well in case of an accident, intend for use with electronic cigarettes only. Refer to your device manufacturer for refilling instructions. Fair enough. Shake well before use. This will come obviously as a 0 milligram 50ml short fill, to which you add a 10ml 18 milligram nick shot, or you can add 10ml of VG and keep it as a 0. We've got the ingredients. UK made by Kongs Vape Village, and this is batch number 1. And they've also got the expiry date, which they're putting at 2 years, 2021. As always, industry standard childproof lid, and these do come with tampering. I've removed them because I've dropped them into my devices so many times. I really should learn my lesson. If when you get this is anyway broken, damaged or missing, obviously demand another product. It is there for your peace of mind. On the filling side of it, these came as 50/50s. 50% of them had this type, where you've just got to basically pry them off, and I've got to admit they did come off easily. I could do it with a thumbnail, so it's easy to pour it in. The other ones came as this one, which is that top, which is basically what I like to call the pop and plug. But these ones were the screw ones, so you just unscrew it off and put your nick shot in the top there. Out of the two, I've actually changed my mind as to how I used to think about this. I prefer them ones, the ones where you have to pry off. I found it a lot easier to get the nick shot in there. I was using 100% VG nick shot, and it was a bit of a ball ache trying to get it in through the little hole on these ones. I prefer when you actually take the top off and just pour them in. Do find that easier now. But I've got no qualms with the bottles, I've got no qualms with the labels. But what does the juice taste like? Well, here we go. I'm going to start off with a Rogue Jungle Passion. Been a bit of a longer video today. I just wanted to say a few things about that little bit of kit. As I say, it is an old bit of kit now. I'm quite surprised to see that Fast Tech is still doing it for $120 odd. That's a piss take. It's not worth that. If you can get it without the tank, because it ain't worth it. The tank ain't worth wank. Anyway, right, here we go. As always, I'm going to start off at 3.7. Hang on, I should just go as I set that up. Alright, we'll start at 3.7. Which will be 52 watts. There we go. That would be 52 watts. I haven't turned it off. Oh, fuck's sakes. Don't you just love it when your mod decides to have a bit of a spam moment? Come on. Alright, we're back to 52 watts and the mod is now not turning itself off, which is always good. Here we go. Straight off the bat, no throat hit. And my mod's turned itself off again. Oh, this is going to be great, isn't it? Here we go. Yeah, straight off the bat, no throat hit. Climbs are really, really good. I'm assuming this is a 70-30-ish after I put the nick shot in. Actually, the clouds are really, really good. Flavour-wise, it's a very fruity one, and people who've watched my videos now for God knows how many years will know I'm a fruity vaper. I like a bit of fruit. Straight off the bat, there's a lovely peach passion fruit combo going on. And then right midway through it, you do get a little bit of juicy pineapple blending in with it. That's really good. I can't fault this. Wow. As all those flavours calm down, you are left with passion fruit. There was a lovely, full flavoured passion fruit going on throughout this. And that is the lasting flavour you have at the end, with little spikes of pineapple. And the peach and the pineapple work well because they kind of, the peach smooths off the pineapple, all the other way around. The pineapple gives it a little spike into that peach. Wow. I did say at one point that there might be a bit of ice in this. I'm not really getting that. I'm more getting a really incredibly nice fruit punch drink. That's really, the juice factor on this is high. It is a juicy little number. I'm going to go up to 4 just to see if the ice part of this comes out. But so far, I'm not complaining that I'm not really getting it, because the fruit side just makes up for it so much. Anyway, I'll go up to 61.2 watts. Wow. The peach and the passion fruit ups its game severely. And then you get the juicy pineapple. I'm getting a little bit of coolness now as well. Going up has really helped that side of things. Oh, this is a summer vape right there. It is a really good combo. You can taste there's been some time and effort put into this. They're three flavours that go well together anyway, but you've still got to kind of know a little bit of your percentages, otherwise it will come out as toss. This hasn't come out as toss. This has come out as really, really nice. So now getting that little bit of Kulala ice effect at the end. I've been found the cloud side is acting more like an 80-20 for their 70-30. I'm really liking that. It's just so juicy. But you can clearly identify the ingredients in it as well. And there's some nice blending going on when they collide. I'm going to go up to 67.5 watts, or 4.2 volts. And then I'm going to dry hit on camera. Oh, you bastard. Ah, silly, silly, silly boy. Ah. Remember, people, don't try this at home. Always make sure that your wicks are wet. Here we go, I'll try that again. Oh, wow. The pineapple adores... Oh, and so does the ice. The pineapple adores the power. That is one of the best pineapples I've tasted for a long while. Wow, it is a full-on smack tango in the face of pineapple. Plus the ice effect is getting a little bit higher up again. It has kind of pushed the peach and the passion fruit back. Once everything starts cooling down, and calming down, you do start to get the passion fruit come through again. But the ice does take over. It is now more of an extreme ice pineapple with added fruits thrown in for a bonus. I've liked that at every power level I've set it at. One you're going to be able to play with as well. If you like an icy pineapple, go high up. If you want a nice combination of everything, go mid-ground. If you're not that bothered about the ice, go low and you'll get a lovely pineapple passion fruit with an element of peach going through there as well. But it's softer lower down. It's more in your face higher up, but it's definitely one you can play with. Yeah, if you're a fruity vapor, I'd give that one a go. That is the Rogue Jungle Passion. That is bloody gorgeous. Alright, we'll have a quick blowout. Other thing I've got to mention is it has kept my wicks very, very clean and my coils clean as well. I'm not getting any hint of artificial sweetener. Yeah, we're dry. We'll move on to the next one. And the next one is the Harambe. Oh my god. Do you know what? My mouth just decided it isn't going to work today. The Harambe Risers is what I meant to say in English. Oh my god. Here we go. Now, this one is advertised as a coconut milk. Coconut milk. Coconut's a weird one for me. I either really, really like it in a vape or I really, really hate it. So I'll be interested to see what this one is like. We'll go back to 3.7, which is 52.4 watts now. Here we go. No throat hit, clouds for days, tickety tick. Flavour wise, there's a lot of coconut in this. I'll be fair, at this level, I'm mainly getting the coconut. I'm not really getting the additional milk, slight creaminess to go with it. But it's a good coconut. If you're a fan of coconut, I'd advise you to get this straight away now, to be fair, just because of the strength of the coconut. It is a good coconut. I'm not kind of getting a coconut milk type effect. Yeah, for a coconut, it's good. Coconut milk, I'm not too sure at the moment. I'll go up to 4. Go up to 61 watts. As always, with anything that might be a little bit dairy stroke creamy in a vape, like custards and shit like that, it needs a little bit of power for it to come through. It does smooth out that real coconut taste that you get on the initial one, but mixes in very well with the milk. Actually, now the aftertaste is the milk with the hints of coconut still floating around the mush. For me personally, it won't be one I'll do a lot of, mainly just because I'm not overly a fan of coconut. But for people who are a fan of coconut, you would like this one. But I say I'll definitely, low down, it's just pure coconut. There's no milk effect to it whatsoever. Going up a little bit, like I have done, that milk's now starting to come in, and it's smoothing and it's calming down the coconut and just making a lovely taste in the mush. Definitely a little bit better with a little bit more power. I'm going to go up to 4.2. I'll go up to 67.2 watts. And unlike the first one, I'm going to learn my lesson and I'm going to have another little drip, so my head doesn't explode on camera again. There we go. We're moist again. Misses. That's nice. It's a nice little chill out vape. It goes down very well. Likes the power. The creamy milk side of it does appreciate the power. Once again, it's another one I can't fault. If you're a fan of coconut milk, give that one a go. That is Harambe Risers. Right, that brings me to the end of part 1. I apologise, it was slightly a longer video than normal, but I just wanted to say I want to do the little bits about that I've received. Personally, the mod itself I like. I like the display, I like the menu. Temp control isn't too bad on it. I forgot to mention that before. I have tried it with the temp control. It's not too bad. It does come across a little bit weak. You might have to put it up a couple more degrees than what you actually want to get it to kind of feel how you wanted it to feel. But in general, it does recognise when you got a dry tank and dry wicks, and will just go, no, you're not doing it. I appreciate that. The door, I'm sorry, that's wank for $120 piece of kit. But in general, it's all right. The tank is just toss. If you, like I said, save your money. Don't buy the kit. Just buy that as a single unit, and you'll be a lot happier because there's no flavour in that whatsoever. I don't like the fact you practically just use them coils in it. It's just, But anyway, and so far on the juice front, I'm liking them. I'm liking them a lot. You can taste that there's been time actually put into them. So the two guys who come up with the actual recipes from it, John King and Kevin Graham. So people would have seen, well, they've seen them about them. Kevin Graham's also involved in like the subscription, the vape subscription packs. They've been around in the business, and yeah, the recipes so far have been good. So obviously I've got 2 more to do for part 2. I have got Simeon Death to 8 Town, and the last one will be Skull Island Brunch. So, if you have enjoyed what you've watched today, please remember to like, share, comment, and of course subscribe to the channel. And I'll be back soon with some more reviews and also part 2. Take care, people.